Morning, gang. I'm Rita,
I'm Tanya.
and welcome to the adventures of two fat chicks.
Two of us. One, two, bringing to you Christmas and holidays and lots of love. And we are going to take you on a little tour. So come along. Let's see what we find.
All right, so one of the things we wanted to do this year is share with everybody some of our family traditions and some of the things that we've had in our life for many, many years and share where they came from and why they're important. So, Tanya, tell me about Santa.
Oh, Santa is my friend. So he is our fireplace great. And I got him many years ago at a grocery store, believe it or not. I was broke, like broke. And I fell in love with this Santa. So I had to save up, it was $23. And that was, I had to save my pennies. But I got most of them. And I accumulated, I think, about 19 bucks. And then a dear friend of mine, Cody, I'm talking to you, who was my roommate at the time, little did I know was squirreling away his own little pennies. And one day I came home from work, and lo and behold, Santa had joined us.
Okay, so I noticed that behind you we have a very tall Saint Joseph and the Child,
Oh, there he is.
which is very apropos to this season.
Yes.
And then, of course, we have a cross in the middle
Yep.
because we are faith-walking people.
Yep.
And then over on the other end, we have the original Two Fat Chicks,
Two
which is
fat chicks.
where we got the name for most of our stuff. But then in the middle, there are a few mice and several snowmen and penguins. Tell me about the snowmen and penguins.
So, I would be happy to share. A lot of people have their favorite little elements for Christmas. Some people, it's the elf on the shelf. Some people, it's the angel on the tree. Well, I am in love with snowmen. And here's a little tip for you guys. Hint. Rita adores penguins, which is why our car is named Gwynny, the penguin. So we collect penguins and snowmen for Christmas. And every year we try to add one of each. So we have this little snowman over here is my snowman. He's a stocking hanger. And this little guy over here is a Gwynny, Rita's stocking hanger. And then we have little rocky ones. Check that out. Isn't that cute? And we have Snowman and Gwynnifer. And then this is a candle or a gas. What do they call them, Rita?
Like a oil lamp
Oil
kind of
lamp.
thing.
That's the oil lamp. And then for a lot of reasons that I'm not going into today, there have to be mice at our Christmas. So here's our mouse representatives for this year. So those are our penguins and our snowmen. So if you send us e-cards or whatever, we dig it. So here we are at Nativity Central with our Advent calendars, nativities, and our Advent non-wreath. But one of our favorite things every year are the Advent calendars. And they are a big deal for us. So Rita, tell everybody why.
So when we were growing up, we were Xers, so born in the 60s. And when we were growing up, these kind of chocolate-filled Advent calendars were not readily available. They've become a tremendous tradition in the United States since then, but when we were little kids, there was only one place you could get them. They were imported from Germany to the United States, and our mom would take us every year to the German deli on the north side of Chicago, and we would get our wonderful advent calendars. And if you look at this one is Tanya's. Gee, I wonder how you can tell. They didn't have a penguin one, but for many, many, many years, I have been Mrs. Santa.
She is, man. She is Mrs. Claus, all the way to the baking.
So we celebrate with our chocolates, and then we get into Advent Central.
So tell us about the Advent non-wreath first.
Okay, so this is really cool. It says, "The light of the world is Jesus," across the front of it, but it's hard to see behind the nativity scene that says "Believe."
So folks, we have 3 nativities on our Nativity Central. This little guy, yep, that one, and then our Nomies, and then Believe. So can you share real quick a little bit about each one?
Yes, so many years ago, when our mother passed away, one of the things that happened was, things, as always happens, things get divided up. So our family nativity scene went to our brother. So he has that and still uses it every year. But that left Tanya in a quandary. She didn't have a nativity scene for her Christmas decorations. But our cousin Joyce was staying with her. And Joyce is a wonderful woman, and we love her a lot, miss her a lot too. But she took it upon herself to get Tanya this adorable, sweet little nativity scene that we have down here. Tanya has used that every single year since.
And it will always be out. If Joyce, you or Alex or any of you guys hear this, love to all of you. Carly, miss you guys. You are here in spirit. Cool. So then what's the next one?
So the next one is our little Nomi nativity, which almost seems ridiculous, but it's not. The cool thing is, we learned how to make gnomes out of clay. And it struck us that it would be really cute if we made a nativity all out of these little gnome guys. So they're very cute.
What kind do we have in there, Ree?
Well, we have shepherds, a whole bunch of shepherds and some sheeps. We have Yosemite Sam and his dog. We have the 3 kings. Back in the corner, we have a camel. And then, of course, Jesus, Mary, and Joseph, and the little drummer guy, and the donkey.
Right on. And then above, you guys will see the angel.
Yep.
And Rita's beloved.
Here's a Gwynnie.
Her Gwynnie.
Me and my crazy penguins. Okay.
And 3rd time's the charm, sissy. So we touched on the Believe one, but there's a cool story with it that Rita's going to tell you.
So last year, we had trouble with our car, because like who doesn't have trouble with their car? And we ended up with a tire problem. And trying to get the spare tire out of the car to put on the car was a real problem. Oh, I was bemoaning and bewailing that I didn't have the tools I needed. And then Christmas Day came, and Tanya and I went off to Mass. And when we returned home, laying on the countertop in our kitchen was this beautiful little nativity scene that has the 3 kings, Jesus, Mary, and Joseph, the angel, the sheeps, and a shepherd. And it says, Believe. And laying behind it was a package that when I opened it was a brand new socket set that had exactly what we needed to fix the tire. This lovely thing was given to us by our neighbors up the block, Kevin and Nancy Dalton. I cannot tell you how much it means to me and how much we appreciate everything you guys are and do and are part of our life.
I'm telling you.
So there you have it, gang. Most of our Christmas decorations, where they came from and why they matter and what they mean to us.
Yes. And you will probably see more next year because not all of them get put out every year. So this is a bit of our Christmas celebration so that we can bring it to you because it is part of our adventure, which leads us to, to remind you.
Life is an adventure. Go find yours. Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry Christmas. God bless.